there, my name is Ravi Kumar, and we are back with a new dataset. And this particular dataset belongs to the medical field. And most of you must be familiar that the research that goes on in medical field is quite substantial. It includes a maximum number of papers and most of the citations from different variety of sectors. So now, not detailing much, we directly delve into the details of this particular dataset. So this particular dataset comes from the Stanford ML group, and the name is CheXpert. So it is a large chest X-ray data set, and the point is that different sorts of papers and workshops have discussed this particular data set. One of the most popular data set it is considered. Now the point is that this particular data set is there, but what's the use? So this particular data set helps you to offer the chest X-ray and the computations, related computations for automated chest X-ray interpretation. So, as we do know that chest X-ray examination is one of the most popular examination in the medical field, and the different cardiologists use this particular examination globally, and it is quite critical from analysis, diagnosis, and the management point of view because there are different life-threatening diseases which are dangerous for the people, especially the people who are having chest related diseases. So this particular data set offers you different sorts of automated interpretation at the level of practicing radiologist. So not detailing much, we directly delve into the details and see that how this particular data set is offering the kind of performance with respect to different models. So at the leaderboard, you can see that there are the different models are discussed over here with respect to respective introducing dates and the AUC. So the AUC here you can see that 0.93, approximately 93%, and it goes down, 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 down. So like this, so many models are there which have been trained, and these models show the actual AUC and the respective competitiveness with respect to this particular model, with respect to this particular data set. And when we develop and validate the automated algorithms, then we see that there are different sorts of data sets, but particularly there is a need of a labeled data set. And labeled data sets are important for a training point of view, as well as the large data sets are required from deep training point of view, because we are having the deep learning. So kind of deep training or the means vast training is required because it includes the generalness or the common notion of the problem. Otherwise, the model might be overfit because as we do know that there are some common problems with respect to the small size data sets. So this particular data set is quite good in terms of size, in terms of variety, and in terms of the vividness that you have uh, with respect to the different problems in the field of chest examination, especially for radiologist. So when we come to this particular point, this particular data set, one issue is there that people do say that most of the data sets don't include the human performance metrics, but this particular data sets help you to identify those also. So that's why I will recommend and I will suggest you at least to go through the site, download the dataset, have the kind of exploration of the parameters, and then you decide that whether the dataset is suitable or not. Most of the time, we just neglect or we just completely rejected the dataset just by seeing the homepage or something like that. It might not be beautiful as it is, but inside the parameters and the all details which are required at the dataset basic level, those might be useful for your research point of view. So coming on to the specific detailing. So all the most of the things have been discussed, and you can see that there is a paper also. And this particular data set, the Irwin and Rajpurkar and others have presented the work with respect to CheXpert. So if you are interested, you can go through this particular work and you can see that what are the differences with respect to the dataset. Additionally, if you want to download the dataset, then version 1.0 link is provided over here. Stanford AIMI website and the GitHub repository. both links are available. Coming to the specific notes from the author's side, because authors have detailed that what are the different obstacles in the development or in the actual examination of chest, and what are the lacks that they usually encounter, what are the challenges, and what are the kind of progress that different models usually make in this particular field. Then the authors say that a radiologist reports supposed to have the structured labels. So this particular data set is supposed to help you in this particular aspect. And when we say that there are different sorts of challenges, then we do try to find out that is there any particular paper which is incorporating all sort of challenges, or there are a number of papers which are highlighting the kind of challenges which are present in a particular field. So there are different papers with respect to this particular data set. If you are interested, then you can go and have the exploration. I am going to name a few because from Google Scholar you can find out. Otherwise, you can go to the author's website and from there you can find some of the related papers. So as I told you that the CheXpert, the kind of base paper. So it discusses a large chest radiograph dataset with uncertainty labels and expert comparison. Additionally, the transformers in medical imaging, a survey is discussed in 2022, and then comparing to learn the surpassing ImageNet pre-training uh, on radiographs by comparing image representations is discussed, and the automatic recognition of abdominal lymph nodes from clinical text. It is introduced in 2020. So these are just three, four examples that I'm giving, but there are a number of examples and there are a number of papers who have used this particular data set. So I'll suggest you to go through it. Additionally, if you still don't like the dataset, then always there are some few competitor datasets which are having or offering the same sort of functions or the parameters. So with respect to CheXpert, you have the PET chest, you have the uh, chest X-ray 8, chest X-ray 40. So these are the kind of datasets which are available, and all these datasets usually commonly uh, belongs to the actual problem of classification, because the multi-level classification is a well-known problem in the domain of machine learning or artificial intelligence. So this particular data set helps you to do the multi-level classifications. That's why the importance of level comes up. And if you are having some of the heuristic from the human side, so those, if are they are present in a particular data set, those might become more important for you. So particularly the CheXpert dataset contains more than 200,000 chest radiographs, and those are from more than 60,000 patients. So you can see that how vast is this particular dataset. And these radiographs are from both sides, the frontal and the lateral views, and the automated chest X-ray interpretation is supposed to be done with respect to the labels and the radiologist labels references. So these are some of the details that are from my side. If you are interested, you can go and have a kind of exploration from your side also. The modalities includes the images, and obviously this particular data set belongs to the medical field. So if you are interested, then you can explore. I will recommend you to explore the Mimics CXR and the Just X-ray 8 and 14 also. Then you will have a whole sort of idea that what sort of details are available with respect to just means just X-ray or the radiographs. So that's all from my side for this particular video. If you didn't like anything or some of the details are wrong, please do comment below and let me know. I will try to incorporate your suggestions in my next videos. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.